So, wow, what a morning. It's always great you're planning events. And we've been talking about this for a while to know how it's going to flow and what the content we've got. But I'm very happy with what we achieved today. I think it was really interesting. And just the only problem with breakout sessions is I wanted to go to all of them. You can't split yourself in two. I just thought I just wanted to thank everyone really for all the time and effort they've put in. I think it was a fascinating session from Tracy and David. I mean, I just think the first vet piece is it's just really breathtaking, the amount of progress that's been made and how it's affecting, I guess, people's lives and pets' lives. And it just shows to me kind of just why disruption is so important, and even kind of fairly simple kind of disruption can massively move the market forward. So yeah, I think that was fascinating, and the fact that you can have such a win-win, for everybody. There's no losers in those kind of relationships, and that to me, I guess, is the really exciting part. When you can get win from every single angle, 4 or 5 different elements coming together and really making a difference. That's what ecosystems are to me, and it really reflects back well. Wow, and then Caroline's I love the honesty of the session around so that the mobile alerts. I mean, I used to work for Motorola at a similar time frame and remember making some of the phones, and then you look back now compared to what we were doing then, it's some disastrous products going out just on the back of a wave. So brilliant honesty, but equally I love the new idea, the process, and the rapid experiments. It's definitely a mantra and a model that we're taking forward to help us drive our strategy forward and drive some of the developments forward. So I thought that resonated really well. I just think it's a great opportunity to hear from other outside industries. It's nothing to do with insurance, but it's so relevant to insurance. And I've used the flexible funding model process before, and I think that's definitely something that we need to be looking at as we move forward, because having that kind of just ability to come up with a great business case and to drive out a solution, without having to wait for the early cycle, I think that's really how you drive further innovation. Also great to see. I love always hearing Tom talk about AI and the art of the possible and his modelling. So he's definitely got such a passion for it, and it's a real bonus to have him working and driving forward for Covéa, because he didn't talk about it too much, but he's got some really interesting stuff bubbling away that's not far from being in production. So kind of watch this space, and then I find it amazing, watching Sam and Mike. Talking about how to actually make real some of the strategy direction that I was talking about at the very start of the session. That stuff to me is it might not be in technology in people's hands at the moment, but it sure is where we're heading, and it really is where we need to get on the front foot. And if we can get that now, then our journey over the next 2 or 3 years is going to be vastly different. So that's bringing to life the strategy, I think, and that interaction with smaller companies, new technologies, and just changing how insurance is perceived is really what we're all about, how we can drive that forward. So yeah, exciting times. I really enjoyed the session. I hope people found it useful and interesting. Really want to just say, thank David and Caroline for joining us today. It's always a real pleasure to have external people coming in and talking and bringing that just another dimension to these sessions. And of course, Tracy, Tom, Josh, Sam, Matthew, and Mike for all their input today, and David, Tasha for driving this forward, setting it up, and keeping us running smoothly. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for attending. Thanks for joining, and hopefully we'll speak again in the not too distant future. Thank you. Bye.